Let's head out to Karina now. She is live in somebody's home office that kind of got a before and after remake. How's it going?
Oh my goodness, the results are amazing. Thanks to our good friend Vicki Norris. And this family was nice enough to take some pictures of the way the home office looked before. They had some issues. Let's take a look. The first thing I noticed is the stacking.
Yeah, there was stacking because they had moved a couple years ago. There was some disjointed furniture. You can't really see. We'll talk about that later. But there was just a lot of different issues, and they really wanted to freshen up and lighten up this space.
Okay, and you can see a little bit closer there. The stacking again, computer parts. I see a monitor on the floor.
Yeah, mismatched furniture, a big, huge chair.
Lots of room for improvement.
That's right.
Lots of room to restore order. And I think we're ready to show the after.
Yeah.
You ready?
Yeah.
All right, here it is. Ta-da. The serenity. I showed everybody earlier the clean countertop. Where did you start?
Well, you know, the home office is the most requested space in the home. Of all home organizing, no one knows what to do with paper.
It's true.
So that's where we started.
Okay.
Because first you have to do the guts, you have to figure out the systems that you need. And so we began figuring out what was in all of those boxes.
Yikes.
And so we created one of the 3 most important systems for paper management, and that is a good filing system. Mm-hmm. Since it's back to school time, you want paper to have a destination. So setting up a good filing system is a good way to go. The first thing that we have here is some household files and then some personal files.
And I like that it's color-coded. You could go his or hers. You've got some categories.
Yeah, you want to start with categories and you want to discern what your family keeps, what kind of paper you keep. And then this system, since it's linear, using these little categories, it's easy to add to.
Mm-hmm. All right.
So that was an important filing system. Got the printer here. Then, of course, we just kept the bookshelves for the same purpose, just organized them a little further. And then this is the most frequently accessed area here with computer accessories and directories. And then Dad wanted a shelf for his briefcase. So, we could put it out of sight here. And then a place for cameras. That's a really common thing we do see in home offices. It's a great grab-and-go area for your cameras, video cameras, and point and shoot.
Okay, and again, that was the most easily accessed. This is a little bit more difficult.
This is a little bit harder to get to, but also great for storage. So greeting cards, and then some school supplies, from paper to binders, things that the girls can use. And that brings up an important point, Karina, because this family wanted this area to serve not only as the home office for Mom and Dad, but also as a homework area for their 2 girls.
And I noticed we had 2 desks, and in a small office, that had to be a deliberate decision.
Well, before there was a big, wide desk. And what we did is we got smaller furniture, and this is the desk with a nice, clean surface that you pointed out for the girls to do their homework. And what's great is so many children do their homework at Mom and Dad's desk, and then they leave the vestiges behind. And so this way, they have their own pens and pencils, and they have a place where they can actually work here.
And I love that system because it lifts the monitor up a little bit.
Yeah, this is the Restoring Order Essentials Center. This is a great piece because under a lot of monitors in offices everywhere, we see phone books because people are trying to lift those clunky monitors up. And over here, we did work on the next 2 important systems for paper management. We needed a place to capture paper. Every household needs a place. Sometimes this is kept in the kitchen, sometimes the home office. Mm-hmm. Dad has a mail slot. And then items that need to be filed in that great filing system we showed you. Items to be read. Things that they have to do, and then bills to be paid. And I love using a drawer for that because you can customize drawers and trays because you can put your checkbook in here, you can put your labels, even a calculator, and your bills.
And it's all in one place. And I like that, because we have filing out of sight, but you like to keep the projects that are open out where we can see them.
Exactly. That's a very important paper management point, is if something is active, we want it to be in your radar. We want it to be on your desktop. So this is what's called the Project Center, and it has these removable parts where you can create a fat file or a skinny file.
Okay.
And so these are the projects, like if you might have a home improvement project, or
a home restoring order.
Exactly,
project.
you're having
Have
restoring order.
file.
Exactly, retirement planning. If you bought a new property, if you're redoing the basement, if your kid is going to camp, this is a great place for projects. Now this desk too is very unique because it is narrower, but it has an area if you want to open that cabinet here for the
look
CPU.
At that. It
Isn't
gets
that
me
great?
every time. It looks like a drawer.
Yeah, it looks like drawers, but it's a great place to get all the computer equipment off the floor and into a cabinet. And that's one of the fun things about this project is that it wasn't just the guts and the contents and the paper management systems, but we got to choose carpet with the client, help her choose a paint color, and then actually choose new furniture, which gave us a much more cohesive look in the room, and it opened up a wider footprint.
Wow, so this was a restoring order project that really went beyond just organization.
Yeah, sometimes we get to do that with a client. Sometimes they just want systems, sometimes they want a whole office or any room of the home makeover, and so it's always fun to get to partner with what different people need.
Oh, it's wonderful. Wonderful. All right, and if you would like Vicki Norris to come and work her reorganization magic in your home, you can certainly do that. We'll put the information on the screen. You can call her at Restoring Order, and of course we will link your website to our website at katu.com.